This is gonna be reaction and discussion for the cinematic of League of Legends, more specifically A Dark Gambit for 2025 Season 1 cinematic. Reactions now going to commence. Red Games. Interesting helmet, interesting helmet. This sounds like it's gonna be cool. Sounds like it's gonna be very cool indeed. Let's begin. The animation. It is very saddening, but I think if we ever get anything continuing with season.
The first lands.
The first lands? This is just a continuation, right?
The first lands.
The first.
Ionia is but a doorway.
You mean the afterlife?
Besides, you have no host. And even if you did, the new Grand General would never approve another campaign in Ionia.
Oh. Huh. I mean... What is this? Cool. Is Vladimir holding him or is LeBlanc doing it?
Losing our host was an unfortunate turn. As for the might of Noxus, it won't be necessary. A single whisper can cut deeper than 1,000 blades.
Okay. Oh, next series we're doing Ionia? I mean, I think this is just referencing to the game, not... Sure. Okay, Vladimir, you just agreed? No other opinion given? Sure, I mean, it's quick, I understand, but... Alright, when it comes to this, I still am really unsure when we're getting a continuation of a show. Well, it won't be a continuation, it would be another show within the same universe of Arcane. And I really am hoping that we do get it, whether it be focused on Noxus or another region. And it looks like, at least lore-wise, currently what's happening in the universe is, I guess they're gonna be doing a second invasion of Ionia? They specifically said that they're not gonna be doing an invasion per se, it will be some Black Rose shenanigans, where they maybe are trying to manipulate, I mean, I don't know. I guess doing it more stealthily is the best way to put it. They're not going full in order to take over everything. Although, I am kind of curious because lore-wise, as far as I know, LeBlanc is against Mordekaiser and I think that's his helmet talking, right? I could be missing my lore stuff here, but... And they also were holding a demon, which was very curious, and they lost the host. I think I'm missing some context on some things, but overall, I am pretty positive the helmet was of Mordekaiser, the creator of Noxus, the one who has an immortal army in the afterlife. And he's very excited to come out and take over Runeterra. And LeBlanc is someone who's absolutely against that. She really is. So I am curious to what in the world they're trying to do exactly. Because at least the trailer made me feel like LeBlanc, if not following Mordekaiser, I mean she kind of wasn't, but she wants to use him. And I feel like that's such an obviously bad idea to try to go to the afterlife because Ionia is connected to... I mean, Ionia is connected to an afterlife, right? It's a weird thing. I'm not completely sure on how the afterlife works in Runeterra. It almost feels like it's one of those things where there is multiple afterlives, but that's not it. Death itself appears in different ways. And it's always there is a manifestation of Death Kindred. I wonder whether we're ever gonna see it in the actual show or a show. And talking about that, that's the thing I want to talk about. Whether it be, I don't know, the three aspects of Noxus, or exploration of Ionia, or maybe the might of Demacia. That would be so exciting, come on, Demacia. But anyway, it seems like Demacia is not the focus right now. But yeah, it would be very interesting to see another aspect of Runeterra. Because Piltover and Zone I've heard some people being very disappointed in the ending. Personally, it was one of the least interesting regions for me, and they focused on the least interesting characters as well, which once again proves that the execution is the most important thing. In my eyes, the choices of characters were literally the worst for who were the MCs of Arcane. But hey, well, the MCs were always no Jinx and Powder. One thing I said it the way I did. But yeah, and Vi. But for me, obviously, I mean, it's also funny because at the end, you would think that it's actually more Jace and Victor that are more MCs, but yeah, now this is not a discussion about Arcane. There is many more interesting locations that can be explored in Runeterra, and I really want to see them. And I also don't want the wait time to be that enormous. I do want the story to be very good. I want a lot of focus on the world building and also introducing a lot of the champions that are actually into the game. So unfortunately enough, I'm actually one of those people who's willing to accept a much cheaper animation. Just go with the decently cheap animation. You don't need to be anything incredible because the story and the actual world can carry things. Even though I actually really enjoy the animation style, it's actually shown in the cinematics, in the actual Arcane show, it's great, it's gorgeous, literally everyone thinks that. However, I'm willing to sacrifice that as long as they can actually expand the story more. Because for me, just to mention real quickly, excluding some general issue of who was the POV characters of the story of Arcane, I do think it was very much so rushed. I think it easily could have been at least 3 seasons, even though I know many people wanted it to just end neatly in season 2. But hey, Arcane is what it is now over. I'm certain we're gonna revisit it eventually, but for now I just genuinely hope that we go to Demacia being my personal favorite region with personal favorite characters, so that would be interesting. And also I have played League, and the only character I have played with is Garen, which might be why he's kind of my favorite, but hey, I can explain that another day. Point is, I want to see more of Demacia, and we'll see what's gonna happen. I just really am looking forward to seeing any announcement of any show, because regardless of how many people felt about the ending of Arcane, the real test of how a TV show universe will look for Runeterra or League of Legends is going to be the next series and how people take it. But for now, this is Ruder, I can search out there, and I hope you're just as excited as I am.